What's up, guys and gals? So as it turns out, we've pretty much picked this place clean I've been going around for about 20 minutes now looking for quartz, and I found 3. We've picked this area clean. There ain't nothing left. So, in today's episode, we're going to do some minor Cyclops upgrading. Really, we just wanted to build the fabricator and get that thing going to make sure that maybe I didn't have the pressure compensator along all this time. If I do, I feel like I owe you guys apologies because I've been looking everywhere for it. They said on the wiki, and the wiki has said that it was hidden in the blood kelp zone. My guess, though, is that that's wrong because I've seen a bunch of people getting it now in the mushroom forest. So, unfortunately, it might be one of those things that we already kind of have. I need to eat some lantern fruit very quickly. So let's go ahead and get on that before I die of starvation here. There we go. Be as hydrated as you want to be. Turn that pee clear. There we go. Ready. Refueled after our last adventure. So what we're looking for right now is pressure compensators. That's pretty much all we're going to be fiddling around with today. We put that in there. We get the pressure compensator. Once that's done, life gets easier. So we need some table coral. Shit. Do I have any table coral? I got 1 table coral over here. Let's go gather a few more so that in the almost guaranteed chance that we need more table coral in the future, we'll be able to get that really, really rapidly out of our inventory. I feel like I stock this shit like every 5 seconds. No lie, I feel like I cut this stuff like 100 times an episode, and I always bring a bunch of it back, and then we use it all up on computer chips. Computer chips, computer chips, computer chips. So many of them. So many of them. How's that? You know what? I'm going all in this time around. The table coral got to suffer for a little bit. I'm just gonna be an ecological nightmare for right now. And there it is. Just strip farm that real fast. On the way back, we'll throw the rest of it into storage. 2 of those, plus a little bit of silver, did they say? I think it's silver. Shit, we don't have any silver left. Silver we are very much out of. And actually, this entire zone we've kind of stripped bare as well. It's funny. I was hoping there'd be a little bit of a respawn on some of the stuff, like maybe when you restarted the game or something like that, but it appears as though when you're done with the resources, you're done with the resources, G. Like, they are gone. Is it gold or is it silver? Either way, we need more silver, so you know what? There's one right there. Oh my god, stop dropping gold. Stop it. Nobody needs gold. Nobody needs gold. No, not titanium neither. Although titanium is marginally more useful than the gold. The gold is only useful for a couple of things. Big ass egg on the bottom of the ocean right there. Better on the bottom of the ocean than on my face though. So you know what? There's copper. Damn it! I feel like the game is trolling me at this point. It knows. It knows what I need and it's just refusing to let me have it. Finally, it placates me with 1 tiny bit of silver. It's not the 30 pieces that I expected, but you know what? We'll come back for it. We can get more. It's not hard. The pop-in being extra poppy today. Pop, pop, pop. A little bit more oxygen on board. We'll dive back down. We'll make this happen, Captain. I don't think I want any more of those modules. And I don't mean like I don't think I need them. I know that I do. Oh, quartz. We don't have like shit for quartz, so really, if you see quartz around, we kind of have to make a detour and go grab it. We don't have much of a choice there. That's limestone. Limestone's no good to me. I don't know what mercury's good for, but you know what? We'll pick up the mercury too, because you never know when you need that quicksilver. That silver that gonna run away on you. Couple more nodes here for us to exploit, but pretty soon this is going to be kind of a... Damn it! Too much gold. Way too much gold. I find silver is way harder to keep in stock than gold. No lie. I struggle keeping silver in stock like crazy because you just don't get it very often. You can hit the kelp zone too. If you're in the creep vine zone, you can get silver to drop as well. But it's just like there's not much of it. There really sincerely is not. Let me refuel this thing real fast because it's a battery-sucking little bastard. It has been since the dawn of time, although they've made it quite a bit worse with the last couple patches back inside base. Hopefully we have the stuff available to make what we want to make anyways. So then we aren't going to be sitting around here a whole bunch trying to bang things out. So let me put the gold in there, the absolute worthless gold that I hate and I don't need. I'd actually get rid of the radiation helmet too. We can throw that in there. I've got the silver. Is that what I needed? There we go. We made the computer chip. So we have the bare basics that are required in order for us to get some of this done. In the plug of the butt drawer, we throw that over there so we never have to worry about those again, or at least we briefly don't have to worry about those again. I will throw further mercury inside of there. This is full, so unfortunately we're just going to be sitting on a bunch of quartz for right now. A bunch of copper too. Alright, so I don't know how much of this I needed, but I'm going to bring enough. In fact, I can check that right now. Fabricator, we're good. We actually didn't need that much. I'll probably put the fabricator... I don't know. There's like no right place to put anything inside the Cyclops. I was hoping to see a lot more like stuff we could build inside the Cyclops, but I guess not. We'll go with a... That works for me. Oh. I'm out of battery on everything. What's out of battery? My everything. We are... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we had it the whole time. Cool. I guess. Unload that battery and we'll put it inside of there. God. It's times like these I hate myself. I develop a deep, deep loathing for my inability to pay attention to shit. Alright, let's go we'll go swap in some power cells very quickly too so that this thing is all nice and ready to go. Straight up through the fronty hatch. I'm glad those doors don't require that animation thing where you gotta like kick the bulkhead open or whatever. That's one of the main reasons why I don't really put bulkheads inside my base. Okay, we got one more missing around here somewhere. Where are you at, power cell? There it is. So now we're all good to go. I would love to put some kind of like solar power on this thing so that I could just like park it up at the surface and it would do its thing for a little while. You'd think that would be like an integrated function on something like that. Then again, we whittled it from C parts, so what are you going to do? Squishy! I forgot about Squishy. Squishy's still in here. Good old Squish. Cool. That's all taken care of. We got that, so we need a plasteel ingot. I think I got the lineup on that right now. Should be very, very easy to put together. So give me a titanium ingot. And then we need a little bit of lithium, which I assume I have laying around because I farmed a lot of it. Make that into a plasteel ingot, and then as with everything that requires pressure compensation, I think we need a little bit of aluminum. Without the aluminum, it seems like everything in the game that requires pressure compensation uses aluminum, so it's probably because aluminum flexes really well. I don't know. There's got to be some reason behind it. That'll put us up right here. Give me my compensation module, please. There we go. Compensation module is now mine, but I'm not compensating for anything, I swear. And now we will put this in there. We can now go down to 900 meters with this vehicle, just like we could with the Seamoth. The downside here, there is a downside, is that this thing will actually, in the end, exceed what the Seamoth can accomplish. Therefore, we'll be forced to go down with a rebreather and do it ourselves. We will no longer be able to use the Seamoth for like anything. We just go down to really, really deep zones. And actually, after we get that done, there's not a whole lot left in the game for us to explore. We can go down to the lava zone, but that's pretty much going to be the extent of the content. I don't think we're going to be able to take it too much further than that. They have added a lot of stuff to the game, but they haven't added that much. And so actually, out of this right now, we've gotten a good 10 and a half, 12 hours out of it, you know. I don't know why I use such a weird parameter, but we've gotten a decent amount of gameplay out of what they have in the game right now. It's just that there's so much more. Let's get our titanium back. We're going to take a look over here at the modification station. And with my swimsuit, actually, is the swimsuit's probably in here, right? Equipment. So there's a recharger suit, I think, that you can get. Or some kind of recharge or something. Swim charge fins. So if we make ourselves some fins and a wiring kit, which needs more silver. Son of a bitch. I'm thinking the swim charge fins might be a better plan for some of the things we're going through right now. I think the best place to go after silver is probably going to be over here, so you know what? Don't need the titanium. We'll take the copper just in case, but really you only need the copper for wiring most of the time. It might just be that these ones sometimes give you access to silver now. Yeah, there's silver right there. Where you at, little nodes? Make my life easy. Silver ore. Good. I'm glad. Because frankly, gathering silver from the other zone has been a nightmare. I have trouble finding the nodes in the first place, which is where I think the biggest part of the time sink comes from. It's just the silver that I want to stockpile for now, and the stalkers are not going to be out because it's nighttime. So that saves us a bunch of random effort and HP too. We haven't done the medkit fabricator, but then again, it's not really that inherently useful. Once you're at the point in the game where you're able to feed yourself ad nauseum, and you can just eat and eat and eat and eat, you can heal yourself pretty easily just by waiting for the regen to tick through and not allowing yourself to get too low on health in the first place. Nope. Anything around this corner? There we go. There's our guy. I don't know how much silver I'm looking to stockpile here, but since I always seem to be out of it, I'm being a little bit greedy about my acquisitions right now. Just being a little bit greedy about it. Nope. You are not what I need. Float to the bottom of the sea and die. And I'm titanium. I'm not an animate object, so. Oh shit. Now we gotta go back into the surface. I got stung by thingies. It's okay, we'll regenerate just fine. It's just every now and again they get you. I didn't see him, so the classic prey conundrum. Just didn't see him. I've been watching that Life show up on Netflix with David Attenborough. Yep, I'll watch anything with David Attenborough. I would watch David Attenborough like narrating a dude taking a shit if that was on Netflix. Like it would happen. I would watch it because David Attenborough has the greatest voice ever. I mean, I also want more of Snoop Dogg narrating nature stuff too. I'd be down for that. I would definitely add some clicks to their overall counter on Netflix if they made like a full Netflix original series with Snoop Dogg just like watching nature and reacting to it. That dude's funny as hell once he starts like watching nature videos. Like legitimately hilarious. Like, I think it's the fact that, like, half the time he doesn't even know what he's looking at, and then the other half of the time he has, like, passing knowledge of it. And so, basically, you never know whether he's going to be shocked by what he's viewing under the ocean. Like, it could go either way. Oh, now I have no flashlight. You guys gotta end my adventure like that. In darkness and in cold. That's a little bit. I think that with the Snoop Dogg doing nature stuff, that's where the line is drawn. It's because, like, he has enough knowledge for him to be like, oh, shit, it's a zebra, son. What you doing, cuz? And then, like, when you get, like, the weirder creatures out there, that's when he starts being like, oh, what is that? What is that, a snake? Man, like a big old furry snake. Like, that shit's funny. It's real funny. Because I don't know what I would do. I don't watch nature shows. I don't know what stuff's called. Like, if you asked me to narrate a nature show, I'd be the same way. Like, what the hell is that thing? Dude, it's coming right at you. Oh, you better get out the way. You better squat up. Like, I was watching this thing with, like, Komodo dragons. They're hunting buffaloes. And, like, the buffaloes are such punks, dude. Like, the buffaloes roll in, like, groups of, like, 25 buffaloes. And the dragons come along, the Komodo dragons, and they just, like, bite a buffalo. And the buffalo's like, ah, damn, you bit me. And, like, the buffalo's trying to get away. And all the other buffaloes are like, whoa, we ain't with him. And they just start backing up hella quick. And I was like, dude, that ain't cool. You guys run in a squad for a reason. Like, stomp that thing out. You know, there's like 100 of you guys. All you guys got to do is unify and come together and put on like your berets and just be like, let's go. Like, just ride up in there and stomp that dude out. And they don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, it would be so easy for them to just rally and stomp out the thing. But no, they just let it bite their friend and poison him to death. And I'm like, dude, you guys are punk-ass friends. I couldn't hang out with water buffaloes. I'd be so mad if I got bitten poison. I'd be like, you guys are the worst. All you had to do was have my back. That's all you had to do. You had no other task. I want the swim charge fins. And that's like, I noticed that with the prey animals, like none of them stand their ground. Like they had like 2 lions rolling up on like 100 water buffaloes. And I was like, dude, if all of you just mobbed on this dude and just started headbutting him and freaking out and just like kicking him, and just like getting in there, you guys could rule the Serengeti. And you were just dropping, you have friends, bro. You have friends. That's why we invented herds. That's why humans roll together too, so that we don't have to fight fair. There's just like 200 of us, and yeah, you might get like 2 of us, but the rest are on top of you, just like choking you out, being like, pancreatia, just like taking you out, like kicking you and like stomping you. Even without technology, like 5 lions versus like 100 humans, they're not gonna come out too good. Like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna win at the end of the day. I would pay money to see that, by the way. Damn it, it's not Roman times anymore, though. I can't advocate for stuff like this anymore. Can't advocate for stuff like this anymore. People look at you funny. It's a messed up world we live in. Alright, so I got the swim charge fins. That's cool. Does it wirelessly charge while I'm walking around in my base too? Or is it like only while I'm swimmicating? While I'm out there making with the swums? That actually works pretty quickly. I'm surprised at how well that's working. I mean, you swim slow as hell. But I use the Sea Glide for everything anyways, so who gives a damn? Yeah, slap in a battery, G. There you go. Charge up my stuff. Remind me to hold my utilities out in front of me while I'm doing things so that gets done better. I don't know what we should do right now. I really legitimately do not know. Because there's really not that much left for us to do. I mean, I can farm out the ultra pressure compensator, which I think is inside this thing over here. But that takes like 10 plasteel ingots, so that's a mess. That's like a huge amount of metal that is just going to take like decades to farm out. The propulsion cannon, we could do that. There are things around that we could make happen here. A current generator. I don't know how a convection current helps me. Beacons would be helpful. Grav Spear would be pretty cool too, although I don't really know how I would utilize that. Like, I know that I can have it. We never made the stasis rifle. Never even once did we attempt to make it. Well, shit, man. I mean, we can go back to the lava zone, but that's about it. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of out of ideas right now, and I feel like we've basically tapped out everything except for lava zone. There's nothing really down in lava zone. It's an in development progress place. Like, we could go there and we could look at it, but we're not really going to get much out of it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm going to cut this one a little bit short so that I can absorb and figure out what you guys think we should do. If not, we can go do Long Dark for a little bit. We can go do something else. I mean, I'm pleased with the progress that's come along with this game. I'm having a good time with it, but I'm the kind of person where I actively need like new things to hunt down at any given moment. Otherwise, I tend to get bored really, really fast, and I don't think you want me to be bored. And so now that we've run out of things to do, I'll see you next time. Give me your thoughts down below. How you do, everybody?